Hello and welcome back to the Zany Zoroastrians. We are in a very zany war in that it's a war against the Abbasids. It's not looking great for us, if I'm honest, but yeah, that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and win against the Abbasids. Hey, attacker controls all their holdings, 4% war score. So we have taken war score. We're also trying to become immortal, but, you know, secondary goals. Now, the nice thing about the Abbasids is actually they're not that strong right now because they just took power. This new Abbasid, which is the only reason I've rejected his decision to revoke my titles. So, we'll see how it goes. Someone is viciously slandering me. Don't care. Busy. Right. So we're going to merge up and then we're just going to try and hold all of our titles. Do I want to be craven or brave? I want to be brave. Make me brave. Aha, nice. We're brave. That's good. Keep merging up. After a council meeting, Abbasid Morteza asked me to exchange a few words in private. Apparently he has uncovered a rumor concerning a rare artifact. He believed there was truth to it. So I can get him to go look for it, or he can ask one of the councillors to search for it. Yeah, ask one of his councillors to search for it, or he should search for it. No, ask one of your councillors to search for it. Yeah. That's fine. I don't want to pay for it, basically. Right. So there's our best leader. Craven. Next one's Cruel. So Vandad's fine. Hormoz is okay. And Arya. He's alright. Okay. You want a white piece? Yes! He would take white piece. 100%, that's a yes from me. Give me that white piece. To the Persian lover of the heathens, Muhammad. Damn your seventh grandfather. I accept your offer of peace. To the Persian lover of the heathens, Muhammad. That's a very odd one coming from a Sunni, but okay, whatever. Right. You want me to be your commander now? I mean, I accept, obviously. But also, yeah, I'm a little worried. We do have a truce for another 10 years, and I don't believe he can try and revoke our titles while we have a truce. So, I'm feeling better. Now, did I move this guy? You should be Mosul. Yes, that's fine. Right. We are collecting our money. That's all good. Parvan is now known as the Feeble. Oh well, Parvin, I mean. Do I have any other children who need to do things? Matab probably needs to marry? Yeah. I wonder if I can get her to marry somebody just so... with good genetic traits, and we can start getting good genetic traits in here. Not really. He has the best genetic traits available. Not great, though. Would mean that her child would inherit this place, I guess. Although, wait, no, Shaman probably doesn't inherit that way. I don't know. Yeah, none of these people have good genetic traits, so I'm not... Oh, well, Genius is pretty good. Yeah, you gotta marry him. He's also a good commander, so, you know. I need more commanders here. Son-in-law, a Norseman. Fantastic news. Now, I would like you, Norseman, my son-in-law. You will lead my armies. Yes. Very good idea. You would like me to be your marshal. Alright, I mean, I guess. Yeah, that's okay. He has really changed his opinion on me quite a lot. Since he declared war on me about 10 seconds ago. Although I bet he would say, no, I declared war on him. A mystic appears. You're almost used to your spy master, Humayun, visiting your chambers at the strangest hours, but you still jump when he steps out from the shadows one evening. It wasn't easy, but we got something, my lord, he says calmly, as if clandestine meetings have become the norm for social interaction. You compose yourself before asking, what? Your voice not concealing your irritation. Perhaps you were foolish to investigate eternal life. You could be setting yourself up to be duped, or so the whispers go. There's a mystic. She has something else. Humayun says, interrupting her thoughts. Should I bring her to you? Yes. A woman named Cleopatra arrives at our court. Oh, that's a good start. Let's just have a look here for Cleopatra. There we go, there's Cleopatra. Egyptian. Okay. Did I say cannibalistic? Kabbalistic. The Kabbalistic, not cannibalistic. Very, very different things. Hunchback mystic Cleopatra from Egypt. Okay. You wake up and go to this window to greet the sun, and then suddenly realize your castle garden has been neglected for years. Yes, I'm not a gardener, but you know, maybe if I garden, that will get rid of my depression. Yeah, let's try it. We'll make a hedge maze. It does cost a lot of money to make a hedge maze. It's hard work to clean out all the weeds from the huge garden. It will take many days and nights of hard labor to finish the preparatory work before we can even begin to grow the hedge maze. Sure, I'll do it, because I'm already diligent, so there's no negative. Am I double diligent now? No. An intriguing encounter. The old peculiar woman introduces herself as Cleopatra. At least, that's what you think she said. Her words were distorted with a foreign accent. She claims to possess the secret knowledge of transmuting the base metals into gold. More importantly, she tells you tales of the mysterious Philosopher's Stone. If you are to believe her words, it grants its maker eternal life. While you normally would not be inclined to trust a woman like this, her words do intrigue you. In any case, she looks the part. Judging from the wrinkles and hunchback, she must be very old, but is she immortal? I accept your teachings, Cleopatra. Eternal life must be mine. Yes. Give it to me. Now that the hedges are planted, you just need to wait for them to grow, and turn your attention to other details that your garden needs. Should you add some statues to the dead ends of your maze? So I can add one to my family. My dynasty would appreciate it. I can add some beautiful statues or none. Let's do some family ones and become proud. Sure. Any garden with self-respect has a fountain. Someone told you once. Now you have the possibility to build a fountain in your garden to flaunt your extravagance. So I can have it be wine, or I can just have a fountain. Okay, I'm going to have a fountain. Your Derek Pack comes to see you one afternoon. He explains he has devised a plan to bring in exotic goods by setting up a trade route for foreign realm. This is the one I want, yes. This would of course require a sizable monetary investment, but the potential profits would be great. Let's do this. So, the time has come to purchase pack animals for a planned merchant expedition. I don't already have this, do I? No, good. Strong and sturdy beasts are available at the market, but they come at a hefty price. We're paying for the best ones available. The word is spread that you're planning a trading expedition. No, I'm not going to bring the priest with me. A serious concern. Sheikh Vandad joins you after supper one evening. He initiates a conversation about the status of trade in the realm, but you notice that he seems distraught. You interrupt Vandad and demand to know why he sought you out. My lord, I fear for your life, he says earnestly. Who is this sacrilegious heathen you have invited to your court? Her promises are sweet, I am certain, but she cannot be trusted. Please, my lord, allow me to find out her true motive before it is too late. No. Right, we're setting off for a trading expedition. It's time to fill out the rows of plants in the garden. Sure, we'll have some nice plants. Word of an epidemic. We've received news of an epidemic in Kamarupa. The information is vague, but word is people are dying like flies and fear of the disease is spreading as fast as the affliction itself. Furthermore, the condition is reported irreversible as well as incurable, and the scattered records of the event are worrisome. When no source of evil revealed, people are turning to their gods and on each other to protect themselves from contagion. Many call it a new plague. So we have the Black Death. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. Your expedition has reached the lands right next to the Black Death of Maharaja Japala. Your steward asks you what gift we should bring forth as a token of friendship. Whatever the most expensive one we have available is, which is a dozen strong horses. There's an unused spot in this secluded part of the garden. Some people would say it's the perfect spot for a cozy pavilion. Definitely. Even though I'm a little low on cash. At dinner, you notice Maharaja Jetapala's the cruel's face growing red with annoyance as he glares at your steward shoveling his food in with his bare hands. Yes, I'm trying to teach this barbarian proper manners. After long hours negotiating and discussing possible terms of trade, you and Maharaja Jetpala the Cruel seem to have arrived at a mutual understanding. With the new trade route set up, you return with the first batch of goods and sell them off for a nice profit. The influx of new wares will also benefit the economy for a long period to come. So we get 500 gold, 150 prestige, 30% city tax, 20% castle tax, and 20% tribal. Prosperity goes up, and city vassal opinion goes up. Look at that. That is brilliant. So we're getting an extra tax on here. So this one was already giving us some tax, and then we're getting 30%, 20 and 20 on top of that. That is wonderful. We make 53 a year there. That's crazy. That's really good. Your Derek Pat has brought in riches to your realm through his competent handling of the trading expedition. He probably expects to be rewarded with a share of the wealth. No. There we go. That was easy enough. While passing judgment onto criminals from the safety of your throne, a young noble is brought before you. You quickly come to the conclusion the man is indeed guilty. Condemning him might not be the wisest choice, as he is of noble birth. If you were to pardon the man, he might prove himself useful to you, as he would be in your debt. I'm going to release him. Yeah. Let's see who he is. Yeah, stats are fairly bad, but I thought I'd randomly generate someone. The hedge, maze, and garden are finally finished. The expensive and exclusive details you added have not gone unnoticed, and your garden has gained fame for its magnificence across many realms. While creating the garden, you also learn much about how to make things grow and flourish around you, flowers as well as relationships. So we can get diplomacy, and we can get the stewardship here, or we can get aspiring gardener and magnificent maid. So get a stewardship and a diplomacy, but we don't lose trader, which would give us more, because we already have trader here somewhere. Do we? Yeah, that gives us 2 stewardship. This would then give us an extra 1 stewardship and an extra diplomacy. This would just give us a diplomacy. But same trait opinion goes up. I actually think I'm going to be a gardener anyway. Actually, that worked. That's fine. That gave us 2 stewardship. But how? How did that give us 2 stewardship? Because we lost 2 from trader. There we go. Yeah, I knew that wouldn't give us that amount. I was very confused for a second. Anyway. News from China. The Pale Rider is done reaping his terrible harvest across China, and the devastating plague appears to have receded. Things are returning to normal, and the Middle Kingdom seems stable. Oh, yeah. Next month, this is going to look brilliant. Trial of the Body. Cleopatra explains that you need to obtain the ingredients known as the 3 primes, the first of which is salt. When you offer to send a servant to the kitchen, she protests. The art of alchemy is not simply one collecting ingredients and mixing potions. In order to create the Philosopher's Stone, you must also create a better self. The old crone insists that you must conquer your body by mastering the art of pickpocketing. Being of noble birth, you have never needed to resort to such methods. But you do pride yourself on being deft of hand. It cannot be that hard. So I can get Cleopatra to train me, or I can handle it on my own. Cleopatra, teach me all your tricks, wise woman. Okay, let's see how it goes. I'm waiting. Fickle fingers. The day of the first trial has arrived. You have dressed yourself as a lowly commoner and left your guards behind. It's a strange feeling walking through the crowded market as if you were no one special. No one is looking your way, and your confidence is growing. However, you decide to take your time. There is no need to rush. Your patience pays off when you're presented with the perfect opportunity to slip your hand into the spice merchant's pocket. Before you know it, you're on your way back to the keep with the stolen salt in your pouch, and nobody saw a thing. You're really getting the hang of this. On your return, the otherwise grouchy Cleopatra greets you with a pleased smirk. You did well. Rest now, my lord. Next trial will not be as easy. You're right, I deserve a nap. Avome made me promise I would bury him properly, and I kept my promise. I walked beside his coffin to Avome's last rest, and the wailing of the mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. Cynical or sincere? I want to be cynical because I want my intrigue to go up. Right. Let's try this plot again. Also, stop it. Stop your plot. No. Okay. Mayor Vishtab approaches you and presents you with a request to buy a small plot of land in Shiraz. No. Right. I would like to revoke Persia. Is really nobody interested? Nobody at all. Alright, how about killing this guy? No, although he is in hiding, so maybe that lowers the plot power. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. You would think it should raise this plot power. I need a new steward. That could be my son-in-law, but I'm going to make it Mir Vandad. Mir Vandad is going to collect taxes, which is why we weren't making quite as much there. And I'm going to mint these coins for profit. Let's do it. Yeah, more money. It's wonderful. Raleigh Arif says, feels I've risked too much for my escapades and tries to persuade me to stop risking my life. Well, you know, I'm not going to do that, obviously. Right. Young Charizard has finished his educations in the ways of war. He notices with pride that he's attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. Fantastic news. Fantastic. Why don't you marry your sister? We've groomed an heir. Yes. I would like for you to marry your sister. Yes. Right. Ambition. Forge a bloodline. Now that is my kind of ambition. Let's do it. Right. So what do we need to do? Build castles, win wars, or murder or execute people. There's a lot we could do. Okay. I'm waiting for Cleopatra to give us the next part of our quest. I do also have an unlanded son, but I'm not really worried about that, to be honest. It's fine. Several vicious rumors have been circling about me recently. I managed to trace them back to this sheik. Stop trying to kill me. I'm your meal ticket. Okay? Right. Anyway. It's fine. That's fine. He's just trying to kill me. Don't need to worry. Protector General of the Honored Emperor addresses a letter to the brave Emir of the Ishiquid satrapy. May good health be with you. It has come to the attention of the Heavenly Emperor of the Jin Empire that merchants from your lands have been acting with deceit and dishonesty while conducting trade with our merchants. We're certain that you'll make sure that their behavior will cease immediately. We can restrict the privilege of major trade guilds, have Kodad seek out and deal with the worst troublemakers, or do nothing. How our merchants conduct their trade is no business for the crown. Exactly. Betrothed can marry. Do it. They have married. They are actually amazing in terms of stats. That's fantastic. Like Ahura Mazda and Spandarmad at the time of creation, Charizard and his half-sister Suzanne have gotten married under the blessed auspices of Zweduda, ensuring fullness and order. We can collect royal duty to pay for the ceremonies. Sure. More money. I'll take it. Right. Bulls of Rishaba. Followers of the Jain faith have always followed the central tenet of showing respect to all living creatures and to refrain from violence. But even the most peaceful of men must occasionally go to war. As such, a new order has been founded, named the Bulls of Rishaba. They swear loyalty to all Jain rulers against those who would do them harm. A most devout man named Krishna has pledged himself to undertake the leadership of the order to preserve their way of life. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's because the Midhalabids are pushing in, or the Abbasids as a whole are pushing into India. I see. The chosen of Ashoka. To safeguard the teachings of Buddha, many have banded together to form a new holy order. They've named themselves the Chosen of Ashoka after the great emperor of the same name. Guided by the leadership of a cunning warrior named Amutro, the order vowed to be the sword of any Buddhist ruler against foreign conquerors and to turn the tide of battle. Okay. The followers of Arjuna. The Hindu faith is one of the oldest religions in the world, yet nothing will last forever unless it is defended. Therefore, a great effort has been made to establish a new holy order. They call themselves the followers of Arjuna. Led by a fearless warrior named Sonpal, they swear to answer the calls of all devoted followers of Brahma, to help them in the wars against the infidels and to prove themselves worthy of the name Arjuna. Okay, we need a new steward. It's going to be my son. Yes, perfect job for him. Right. Ripped pillows, broken furniture, and a chance to get rid of our depression. Let's do it. 50% chance, and we get intrigue and diplomacy and health. It's perfect. We didn't get rid of our depression. Oh well. My wife Parvan asked if I'm having an affair. I'm going to make her feel guilty for asking. Right. Vassals can be discouraged from joining factions. Not interested. Okay. Still going. Parvan is with child. Again. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Is Cleopatra still alive? She is. Okay. That's good. Ismail has written a song in my honor. Apparently he wants me to know that I'm the best person in the world. Well, I can become humble. Sure, I'll become humble. And he's become an idolizer. Good. The plague approaches. Mobs of new people are arriving in Hormuz. Most of the newly arrived are commoners fleeing the plague that has reached Jabal Qufs, just beyond the borders of our realm. Some have lost their whole families, some are trying to protect theirs, and a few are travelers or merchants that had an easier time moving. All of them seem to have witnessed indescribable horrors. Hardly any will talk about it at all. The ones that do talk warn others of the coming plague and urge them to stay inside or pack their things and flee. We must survive this. You'd like to educate my son? No. Right. Let's have a look at the disease. It is about to hit our realm. That's a very worrying time. Oh, it's here. Okay, shut the gates. And that is the end of the episode here. The Black Death has arrived. And the episode is over. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.